YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Look at Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BREAD Fox, report from the Chicks Universe, and today we talking about this Marc Lamont Hill and Akademiks situation. So for those of you who have saw, Chicks actually covered the initial response from Akademiks when he was talking about the whole situation of why he's actually boycotting the JPP. Pretty much, he's boycotting to the JPP because of the situation that he got into with Marc Lamont Hill a couple of years ago. Marc Lamont Hill actually criticized Akademiks for a recording that was released that pretty much said, hey, there's no difference between a 21-year-old and a 17-year-old.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick.
And that recording went viral of Akademiks saying that, and Marc Lamont Hill immediately issued a response. Akademiks is trash for a million reasons, always has been. I don't understand how or why anybody is cool with him or supports what he does. Now, that automatically set Akademiks off, and as usual, he went on one of his drunken tirades, absolutely going crazy on Marc Lamont Hill.
If you thought I was a victim or nothing like that, Marc Lamont Hill, I will spit in your face. I will slap the shit out of you. If you don't think that I'm keeping it real, come to Jersey. I'll send you an address. DM me tonight, tomorrow, next week. I'll send you an address. Spit in your face and I'll slap the shit out of you. I spit in my hand and slap you in the face. You'll never ever deal with me like that. All that type of shit y'all going on for the internet, I ain't gonna lie, bro, there's gonna be trolls. But like you, I will violate completely. You will never deal with me like that.
In that clip, you can hear Akademiks is getting extremely violent, and to say that he's going to violate Marc Lamont Hill is pretty much an understatement. Once you say you're going to do something such as physical violence to another man when you see him, you kind of sort of have to stand on that, and I think Akademiks is avoiding standing on that completely. Luckily for Akademiks, Marc Lamont Hill is a reasonable person and is a well-educated man, and he's pro-black as they come. So he doesn't want to get into any physical altercations with black people if he absolutely doesn't have to. So in response to hearing about what Akademiks said about boycotting the JPP, it seems like Marc Lamont Hill was able to decipher all of the noise and issue a proper response addressing the entire situation.
Wasn't trying to cut you off, but do you have an answer for that? Like, because I've always wondered that myself. I'm personally not a fan of action.
I don't remember saying that, to be honest. So I don't know where my head was when I said it. But what I would say, because I can't answer that question, but I don't necessarily feel that way. I know why people hang with lots of people. I would say I have been critical in the past of his platform. It's not personal. Like, I don't know him. I've never met him, never had a conversation with him. There's just been certain things in media, as public media figures, we have critiques of each other. You know, people might have a critique of me. I had a critique of some of the stuff he's done in the past on his platform. You know, and I think as a media critic, that's sort of my job. At the personal level, why people hang with him, why people talk to him, I would say two things. One, I don't know him to have an opinion on that. And two, it's not my business to have that comment. If I said that, I don't remember saying that, but if I did and I believe you, then I shouldn't have said that. Because that's not my business.
We riding on act now. That's it.
It's up.
Yo, you is a phony.
Mark, the reason why the question came up is because I think Akademiks was reviewing or kind of looking at the B-Dot interview on his stream, and he mentioned you, and he's like, he's saying that the reason why he hasn't been on the pod is because Joe got you up there now.
Yeah, and just to be clear, just so it's not an issue, I'm 46 years old, man. I'm not interested in having any beef, public or private, with anybody, but especially black men. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I've ever said something to offend the brother, you know what I mean? We can have a conversation. I'd love to have a conversation with him in private or in public, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep to me. You know, again, do I have critiques of him? Sure, I'm sure he has critiques of me too. You know what I mean? That's we're in the business of criticism. But it's nothing personal. I got no issue with him. And if he's not coming on JBP because of me, that's unfortunate. You know, he's got a voice that people want to hear. You know what I mean? And if, you know, hopefully that won't be the case, you know. But again, like, I'm happy to have any conversations publicly or privately about that. It ain't about nothing.
I'd love to see. Yeah. Joe, hook it up since you calling Elliot while B-Dot is there. You seem so concerned with male friendships.
and these two gentlemen can have some good discourse.
Well, there's a list of people that I'm going through this with, so they gotta wait in line.
they gotta pick a number.
Well, that's very nice of you. I know you say people never say you're nice, but if you're actually taking the time to help people out with their friendships, that's pretty nice.
Juicy, in real life, I never hear that I'm not nice.
Oh.
I'm a real nice guy.
Now, based off that response, it seems as though sometime in the future, it's possible that we do get to see Marc Lamont Hill and Akademiks sitting across the table, actually talking out their issues and working it out like grown men. But let this serve as a lesson to everybody, right? Like they always say, two mountains never meet, but two men always will. And it seems as though at the time that all of this came out, Akademiks was nowhere in the same lane as Marc Lamont Hill, who was frequently on CNN talking political talk and things of that nature, and pretty much nowhere near hip-hop. And now, as time would have it, 2 years later, they're 100% in the exact same lane, and not even that, they have a mutual close friend in the same business. So now it's kind of like no matter what, they were going to have to bump heads and they were going to have to meet each other eventually. Hopefully, when they do meet, it is like we think it's going to be, and it's 100% peaceful, and there's no drama or physical violence attached. But that's just what I'm hoping. I don't know what you guys are hoping. I don't even know what you guys think. So drop some knowledge in the comments. Do you think that when they see each other, they're going to be throwing meat beaters, or do you think they're going to have a peaceful conversation? Or do you think that Joe Budden adds gas to the fuel and turns this whole thing into a circus for ratings? Who knows, right? So, like I said, drop some knowledge in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, it's your boy BREAD Fox Report from the Chicks Universe. Till next time.